Hello, dear soul. Today, the angels have a powerful message especially for you. Perhaps you've wondered why this person entered your life in such an unexpected and intense way. Well, now is the time to find out. This angel message will reveal the shocking reason why God placed you in their path, and you will understand that nothing happened by chance. Every step, every encounter, every feeling had a divine purpose that you are about to discover. Prepare your heart, because what comes next will completely transform your view of this special connection. Dear soul, the angels want to remind you that there are no coincidences when it comes to encounters that transform our lives. When two souls cross paths as intensely as yours and this person's, there is a divine purpose at work. Nothing happens by chance, and the path that God has laid out for both of you is much greater than you can imagine. You were placed in this person's path for a shocking reason, and today the angels will reveal everything to you. Sometimes you may have felt that the meeting between you was abrupt, unexpected, but filled with a deep and inexplicable connection. This feeling is not a mistake. God placed you in this person's life to fulfill a greater mission, something that both of you are still unraveling. What seemed to be a simple coincidence, a chance meeting, was actually carefully orchestrated by the universe. Every smile, every exchange of glances, every word you shared was part of a divine plan to bring two souls destined to deeply impact each other closer together. Before continuing the message, write in the comments, "I claim it." Now, continuing the message. This person has been going through a process of personal and spiritual growth, often without realizing it, and your presence was the catalyst for this awakening. The angels want you to know that your energy has had a profound impact on them. Even in moments of silence, when it seems like you have drifted apart, what was planted between you continues to flourish. You have brought light to parts of this person's soul that were dormant, and now they are beginning to realize the importance of your presence in their life. The angels are revealing that this person, although they may have shown indecision, confusion, or even fear, is in a moment of clarity. They are beginning to understand that you did not enter their life by mere chance, but because you were sent by God to help them face their own shadows and fears. The love and support you offered, often without expecting anything in return, touched this person so deeply that now they can no longer ignore the transformation it has generated. You were chosen to guide this person in a moment of uncertainty, to be the light in a period of emotional darkness. Perhaps they have withdrawn, hesitated to acknowledge how much you mean, but the angels assure, the impact you have had on their life is immeasurable. Every gesture of yours, no matter how simple it may have seemed, opened internal doors they didn't even know were closed. The angels whisper that this person is in a process of awakening, and now, more than ever, they are beginning to see the depth of what you both shared. The reason God placed you in their path is simple, yet powerful. You were sent to help them recognize the value of their own emotions, to confront fears they have hidden for so long, and above all, to rediscover what it means to love and be loved fully. Your journey has not been easy. There have been moments of doubt, uncertainty, and perhaps even pain, but each challenge has served to strengthen the spiritual connection between you. The angels want you to know that this person is beginning to see beyond the barriers they created to protect themselves. They are realizing that you are part of something much greater, something that goes beyond human limitations and touches the divine. This revelation may be shocking to them because it requires vulnerability. It requires them to abandon old beliefs, fears, and patterns of behavior that have prevented them from fully surrendering to what they feel. But the angels are by their side, guiding every step, and by your side as well, so that you keep the faith that everything is happening exactly as it should. Now is the time to trust. The angels ask you to keep your heart open and receptive, as this person is about to take a step towards you, a step that can transform everything you know so far. Perhaps they have already tried to distance themselves, convinced it would be better, but the angels assure that the bond between you is stronger than any attempt to flee. Your connection was forged in the highest realms, in the places where souls meet before descending to earth. You chose each other even before incarnating, knowing that you would need each other to evolve and grow. This may be difficult to accept at times, especially when the obstacles seem too great, but the angels assure you that you have the strength needed to continue this journey. The person who occupies your thoughts is in an internal battle. They want to get closer, want to reconnect, but also fear what it might mean. They fear being vulnerable, fear the changes this connection might bring to their life. However, the angels are working to dispel these fears, dissolving the barriers that prevent them from seeing the truth. This truth, dear soul, is that you were placed in their path for a sacred reason. A reason that involves healing, love, and the opportunity for both to experience something rare and precious. The union of two souls ready to help each other grow, heal, and shine together. The angel's message today is clear. Stay firm. Continue to trust in the divine process. Everything you have experienced so far was to prepare you for this moment. The reunion is imminent, and when it happens, it will be the beginning of a new phase where love and truth will prevail. Dear soul, now that the angels have begun to reveal the divine purpose that united you with this person, it is time to understand the depth of this connection. What you are experiencing together is much more than an ordinary relationship. It is a meeting of souls, guided by greater forces that transcend the physical plane and touch the highest spiritual levels. God placed you in this person's path not only for them to learn, but also for you to grow in your own journey. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments, 1111 to claim. Let's continue. You may be wondering, why me? Why this person? The angels want you to know that on the spiritual plane, nothing is by chance. There is a specific reason you were chosen for this mission. You are the key that awakens in them what was dormant. At the same time, they are also a mirror, reflecting parts of you that may need to be seen, healed, and transformed. Often, the souls that meet in such an intense and powerful way are those that have deep lessons to teach each other. The challenges that arise are not obstacles to separation, but opportunities for spiritual growth. When God placed you in this person's life, He knew that you both had something to gain and offer each other, not only emotionally, but also spiritually. This person, with their uncertainties and fears, is undergoing an internal transformation process. The angels reveal that they have been facing their own shadows, parts of themselves that they have always tried to hide or ignore. Perhaps to the outside world they seem to have everything under control, but inside, they are in a constant battle with their feelings and doubts. You are the light that illuminates these shadows, the beacon that guides them through the internal darkness they have faced. But here's the secret. You are also being transformed by this journey. What may have seemed, at first glance, like a relationship full of challenges is actually a call for you to look within yourself, for you to recognize the power you have, the spiritual strength you carry, and the ability to love in a way that transcends ego and past pain. The angels whisper that this person was placed in your path to help release emotions and patterns you may not have even known existed. How many times have you wondered if you were going in the right direction? How many nights, alone with your thoughts, have you felt you were in a repetitive cycle, trapped in old habits? The truth, dear soul, is that this connection was destined to break these patterns. God placed you in this person's path so that both of you could experience love in a way that goes beyond earthly understanding. A love that defies conventions and demands continuous growth. It is not the kind of love you find on every corner, and the angels want you to understand that. This love is sacred, and the process you are going through is part of something much greater, something that is only now beginning to fully reveal itself. This person is beginning to perceive the depth of the connection between you. What was once just a superficial attraction, a fleeting interest, is now transforming into something they can no longer ignore. They are beginning to understand that you were not just another person who crossed their path, but someone sent to change their life in a way they never imagined possible. However, the angels want you to know that the path will not always be easy. This person is still dealing with their own internal blockages. There is a deep fear of opening up completely, of surrendering to something so intense and unknown. But know that every time they think of you, this fear is dissipating. Love is beginning to overcome fear. You may not even realize it, but your patience, your understanding, and your silent support are healing this person. Even in moments when you are not in direct contact, the energy you emanate is felt by them. The angels want you to continue to keep this light shining, because it is through this light that they will find their way back to themselves, and eventually, to you. This journey of spiritual awakening is a process, and the angels ask you to trust in divine timing. Things do not always happen at the pace we expect, but they always happen at the exact moment we are ready to receive them. This person is preparing to take an important step in their life, and your presence has been essential in this process. You are the constant reminder that they are capable of loving and being truly loved, without masks, without fears. The angels reveal that this person misses you in a much deeper way than they show. Perhaps out of fear or pride, they haven't demonstrated this, but the truth is that your absence has created a void that no one else has been able to fill. This void, however, is not a punishment, but an opportunity for them to recognize how important you are in their life. This person may have tried to move on, sought other connections, but the angels assure that there is no other person who makes them feel what you made them feel. Because what you share goes beyond physical attraction or earthly compatibility. It is something divine. Something that was planned in the heavens before you even met in this life. With each passing day, this person gets closer to the truth. They are beginning to question themselves, to wonder what really matters. The angels are guiding their thoughts, their dreams, and constantly bringing you to their mind. This may be a surprise to them because, in many moments, they have tried to ignore the signs. But the more they try to run away, the stronger the call becomes. A call that comes from deep within their soul, a call that says, "You cannot escape this truth." You were placed in their path to be the awakening. The beginning of a journey they never imagined taking, but that now becomes inevitable. And just like them, you are also being called to trust in the divine, to surrender to the process with an open heart, knowing that everything is unfolding according to the divine plan. The angels ask you, even in moments of doubt, to remain firm in your faith. They are working tirelessly behind the scenes, moving the pieces of the board so that you can finally find the harmony you seek so much. All you need to do now is continue to shine, continue to be the light you have always been. Dear soul, what is coming is great, and the angels encourage you to be prepared for it. The reunion is inevitable, but it will only happen when both are ready to see each other not only with physical eyes, but with the eyes of the soul. This journey is as much spiritual as it is emotional, and you were chosen by God to play a crucial role in this person's life. Dear soul, now that you better understand why God put you in this person's path, it is important that we know how this journey will unfold. What the angels are revealing to you is a path of transformation, where both have the opportunity to evolve, heal deep wounds, and finally experience love in the most authentic way possible. But for this, both need to be willing to face their shadows and embrace the healing process. Before continuing the message, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, take the opportunity to subscribe. This helps us continue creating meaningful content for you. Continuing the message. This person is going through a phase of deep introspection. The angels show that often they isolate themselves emotionally because they fear what they are feeling. The love they nurture for you is intense and it scares them. They question whether they are ready to deal with something so powerful, something that requires vulnerability and total surrender. But what the angels want you to know is that this fear is being softened. Little by little, they are beginning to accept that they can no longer run from this feeling. You have brought to the surface feelings that this person did not even know they possessed. Your presence made them confront parts of themselves they avoided, areas of their life where fear and insecurity took over. The love you offered, even if silent, was able to illuminate the depths of their soul. The angels reveal that this person is beginning to understand that, to move forward, they need to face these feelings head-on. This process of acceptance is slow, but the angels assure that it is happening. Every day is a step closer to a great revelation. This person is being spiritually guided to recognize that what they feel for you is not something that can be ignored or repressed. It is a love that goes beyond the physical plane, something that touches the spirit and transforms deeply. And they are beginning to accept this. Dear soul, the angels ask you to keep your faith strong during this period. The healing journey is not easy, and it often involves facing parts of ourselves that we would prefer to keep hidden. But know that you are being guided by the divine. Your role in this person's life is much more than a temporary presence. You are the spiritual support they need to get through this moment of transition. But just as they are being transformed, you are too. The angels want you to see how this connection is helping you evolve. Perhaps you have felt that, at certain moments, you were giving too much without receiving the same in return. Or perhaps you have questioned whether you should continue investing in this relationship. The angels ask you to trust the process. You are growing, learning to balance your love, to give and receive harmoniously. This growth process is crucial for the next step that is coming. The angels reveal that this person is preparing to open up in an unprecedented way. They are beginning to ask themselves, what if I give a chance to what I am feeling? What if I stop fighting against it? These questions, although silent, are gaining strength in their mind. And the more they reflect, the clearer the truth becomes. They cannot continue to ignore what they feel for you. The fear of getting hurt still exists, but the angels are working to dissipate this fear. They are creating situations, moving energies, so that they see that true love is not a threat, but a healing. You are the healing for the emotional wounds they carry, and now they are beginning to recognize this. And no matter how much they have tried to follow other paths, the universe always brings them back to you. This person feels your energy intensely. Even in moments when you are not in contact, they feel your presence. They may not completely understand why, but there is something inside them that pulls them in your direction. The angels are showing them that this connection cannot be easily broken because it was forged in the stars, even before you met on this plane. Now, more than ever, it is time to trust the divine plan. The angels ask you to stay focused on your own evolution while continuing to be a beacon of light for this person. They are approaching a crucial moment where they will have to make important choices, and you will be there, either as a spiritual support or as the person they wish to build a future with. But it is important that you are also ready for what is to come. The angels whisper that the revelation this person is about to make can change everything. They are preparing to open their heart, to let go of the fears that have held them back for so long. And when this happens, it will be a moment of great transformation, not only for them, but for both of you. This is the beginning of a new phase. The angels ask you to remain firm, continue to nurture your spirit, and trust that everything is unfolding according to the divine plan. Your reunion is being prepared, but it will not just be a physical reunion. It will be a union of souls, something deep, where both will be ready to see each other clearly without the barriers of fear or ego. This person is about to make a choice, and the angels want you to know that true love always finds a way. They know in their heart that you are different from anything they have ever experienced. And although they may have tried to deny this, they are now beginning to understand that the love they feel for you is something worth facing any fear for. Dear soul, the angels ask you to continue shining, not to give up on your journey of love and light. What is coming is great, and you will need all your spiritual strength to embrace the transformations that are coming. The love you share is rare and precious, and God placed you in this person's path so that both of you could experience what it means to love without fear, without barriers. Now the angels ask you, are you ready for this revelation? Are you ready to see this person open their heart in a way you have never seen before? The angels are guiding every step of this process, and when the moment comes, it will be like a door opening to a new world, a world where your love can finally flourish without fear or hesitation. This is the shocking reason why God put you in this person's path. You are the missing piece in their puzzle, and they are yours. Together, you have the chance to build something beautiful, something that goes beyond what either of you imagined. Dear soul, as this person's transformation progresses, the angels want you to understand a fundamental truth. Love is the force that moves the universe. Every time two souls meet as intensely as yours and this person's, something grand is being created. What may have seemed like confusion or uncertainty at first is actually part of an alignment process where energies need to find harmony for love to flourish. God placed you in their path because you both were called to experience this journey of healing and union. The angels reveal that at this very moment, this person is in an internal battle. On one hand, there is the desire to completely surrender to what they feel for you. They know in their heart that the connection between you is unique, rare, and precious. On the other hand, there is the fear of the unknown, the fear of getting hurt, or not being up to what you deserve. This conflict has dominated their thoughts, but the angels are working tirelessly for them to find courage. You may be wondering, why don't they just surrender? Why is there so much fear? The angels whisper that this fear comes from old wounds, emotional scars they carry that have not yet fully healed. But here is the truth. You were placed in their path to help in this healing process. God knew that your love would be able to heal their broken parts, just as their love can also heal parts of you that you may have forgotten or hidden. The angels want you to know that emotional healing does not happen overnight. It is a gradual process where every small step is a victory. And at this moment, this person is learning to trust again. They are beginning to understand that what you share is not something common, but a divine opportunity for both to experience love in its purest form. This person has spent sleepless nights reflecting on what they feel for you. Even if externally they do not show it, internally, their thoughts are focused on this connection. The angels reveal that there is a flame of hope lit inside them, and this flame is fueled by the certainty that you have something special. They try to understand why they feel so much, why your presence or memory is so strong. And the answer is becoming clearer to them, because you are part of the divine plan for their life. What may be shocking to them now is realizing that, no matter how much they have tried to follow other paths, God has always brought them back to you. There are greater forces at work in this connection, forces that are aligning everything so that you can finally meet in a place of peace, love, and harmony. However, the angels ask you to be patient. This person is still adjusting to the idea that what you share goes beyond what they have ever experienced. They are dealing with their own limitations, trying to balance the desire to get closer and the fear of getting lost in this deep love. But the angels assure, love will conquer fear. And as they walk this path of self-discovery, you are also being transformed. The angels show that this experience is helping you strengthen your faith, trust more in your intuition, and recognize how powerful your love is. Perhaps you have doubted yourself at times, questioned whether you were on the right path, or whether you should continue waiting. But the angels assure you, you are exactly where you should be. Every moment of doubt, every unanswered question, is part of the spiritual awakening process that is happening in both of you. Sometimes, the deepest growth happens in silence, in moments when it seems like nothing is moving. But the angels are working tirelessly, creating the perfect conditions for this love to flourish at the right time. This person, little by little, is freeing themselves from the fears that kept them away. They are beginning to see beyond the limitations their mind created, and now their feelings are emerging with more clarity. The angels reveal that they are missing you in a way they have never felt before. The distance, instead of driving them away from you, only made them realize how important you are in their life. Dear soul, the angels are preparing you for the reunion. This reunion will not only be physical but also spiritual. It will be the moment when both are ready to see each other clearly and truly, without masks, without barriers. This preparation process involves healing, reflection, and above all, patience. The angels ask you to continue nurturing your spirit with love and gratitude. You are on the right path, and everything that is happening now is part of a larger plan, where true love will prevail. Even in moments when doubt tries to invade your heart, remember that you are not alone on this journey. The angels are guiding you, sustaining your light, and helping to dispel any fear or uncertainty. This person is approaching a great revelation. They are about to understand that they can no longer ignore what they feel for you. God has been speaking to their heart, showing that the path to true happiness passes through this connection. And when they finally accept this, it will be as if a door is opening, allowing your love to flow freely. The angels are telling you to prepare. Love is approaching. But this love will require courage from both sides. It will be necessary for both to let go of fears, past hurts, and uncertainties about the future. But know that you have the strength needed to face any challenge that arises. This is the shocking reason why God put you in their path, so that you could grow together, heal together, and finally experience true love. This person is preparing to take the next step, and the angels ask you to be ready to welcome them with an open heart, with compassion and understanding. Dear soul, as the angels continue to guide you on this journey, they reveal that the path you are walking together is full of great spiritual lessons. God put you in this person's path so that both of you could learn the true meaning of love, surrender, and trust. But for this to blossom, both need to be willing to let go of the past and allow themselves a new beginning. At this moment, the angels whisper that this person is approaching a great internal change. They can no longer ignore what they feel for you, and with each passing day, their soul aligns with the truth they are destined to accept. Although fear has been their companion for a long time, the light of love is beginning to shine brighter, dissolving any resistance they still carried. You, dear soul, have played a fundamental role in this transformation. Your presence was the catalyst for this internal change. Perhaps at times you have felt tired, insecure, questioning whether all the effort was worth it. But the angels assure you that all the love, patience, and understanding you have shown were not in vain. You planted seeds of healing and transformation in this person's heart, and now they are beginning to sprout. There is a deep spiritual lesson you are both learning. True love does not demand perfection, but authenticity. When God united your paths, it was not for you to complete each other in a superficial way, but to help each other discover the most authentic parts of yourselves. And although this journey has been marked by challenges, it has also brought growth, maturity, and a deeper understanding of what it truly means to love. The angels reveal that this person, even without realizing it, has been deeply influenced by the love you gave them. They have begun to change from the inside out. Even in moments when they seemed distant, the truth is that every gesture of yours, every word of support, helped to soften the barriers they built around themselves. Now these barriers are falling, one by one. This person is preparing to take a decisive step. The angels show that they have been reflecting a lot on life, on what really matters, and on the future they want to build. And with each reflection, they realize that you are an essential part of that future. They may have tried to deny this at times, but now the truth is undeniably imposing itself. The love they feel for you is real, it is deep, and it can no longer be hidden or avoided. However, the angels ask you to continue being patient. the internal transformation process is delicate. This person is still getting used to the idea of opening up completely, of leaving fear behind and embracing what you both can build together. It is an important step, and the angels are guiding their every move, helping them find the strength they need to move forward. But here is the key. You are also being called to change. The angels want you to see how this connection is also helping you grow. Perhaps you have noticed that throughout this journey, you have begun to look within yourself with more clarity. You have learned to trust more in your own strength, in your own light. And this is fundamental because when you finally reunite, it will be as two full souls, ready to support and uplift each other. Dear soul, the angels also reveal that this person is being guided to resolve past issues. There may be situations, feelings, or relationships they need to completely close before opening up to something new with you. The angels are working behind the scenes, helping them cut ties with what no longer serves their purpose. They are being prepared to be with you in a fuller and more truthful way. Now more than ever, the angels ask you to keep your faith firm. The energies are moving, and the universe is preparing the ground for something big to happen. What you are about to witness is a complete transformation, where everything that was hidden will finally come to light. This will be the moment when truths will be revealed, and the love you share will be able to flourish without impediments. This person, dear soul, is approaching a great revelation. They are about to open up in a way they never have before. And when this happens, it will be as if a new chapter is being written. The angels ask you to be ready to receive this openness with love and compassion because what is to come will be profound and transformative. This journey has been long, and at times you may have felt that you were alone. But the angels have always been by your side, guiding every step, sustaining your light, and preparing the way for this reunion. And now, the time of harvest is approaching. The love you planted is about to bloom. However, the angels also remind you that this new phase will require courage. True love always challenges the ego. You will need to let go of past hurts, fears, and uncertainties so that you can build something based on trust, respect, and mutual surrender. But the angels assure you, you have the strength needed to overcome any obstacle. This person, like you, was placed on this journey to learn about the transformative power of love. And now, both of you are being called to live this truth in a full way without fear or hesitation. The reunion is near, and when it happens, it will be a moment of deep healing for both. Dear soul, the angels ask you to continue trusting, to keep your heart open and receptive to what is to come. God placed you in this person's path for a sacred reason. And now, finally, everything will begin to make sense. The love you will share will be something that transcends time and space, something that was planned long before your souls met here on earth. The angels ask you, are you ready for what is to come? Ready to embrace this love in all its fullness? The angels are by your side, ready to guide you in this new chapter of your journey. Dear soul, we have reached the culmination of this angel message. Up to this point, you have understood that this connection was not accidental. God placed you in this person's path for a divine reason, a reason that transcends human limitations and leads both to true spiritual awakening. And now, the angels begin to reveal the next step, the final unfolding that will powerfully unite these two souls. This person is getting closer to a great revelation. They can no longer hide what they feel for you, and what were once doubts and insecurities are now transforming into an unwavering certainty. The angels are preparing their heart to open fully. This process has been delicate because it involves healing old wounds, overcoming deep fears, and finally allowing love to flow freely. The transformation they are going through is something you are also experiencing, even if in a different way. You, dear one, are also being prepared. This entire journey has been a lesson in patience, trust in the divine, and above all, self-knowledge. The love you feel for this person is not ordinary love, but a connection of souls that carry a divine purpose together. The angels reveal that you are about to experience a change in your love life that will be impactful and full of light. This person is preparing to make a move towards you, a move that will open doors to a new phase between the two of you. And when this happens, it will be as if a new life begins, a life where love, healing, and spiritual union will be the pillars. The angels want you to understand that just as you were placed in their path to bring healing, they were also placed in yours to teach you to trust, to surrender, and to allow love to do its work. This relationship is a divine gift, something that few have the opportunity to experience in their lives. You were chosen because together you have the ability to manifest something greater, something that goes beyond both of you. The next step that is coming will be a turning point. The person you love will finally understand the purpose of your presence in their life. They will realize that regardless of the ups and downs, the time of separation, or the uncertainties, you have been the constant. You have been the light that guided them back to the path of love, healing, and transformation. And when they make this revelation, everything between you will change. The angels show that you are ready to enter a new phase, a phase where true love can flourish without the obstacles that previously existed. However, they ask you to keep your heart open and be ready to welcome this person with compassion and understanding, because even though the journey so far has been challenging, what is to come is much greater. This person will be transformed by the power of this love. What you both share is a connection of ancient souls, a connection that existed long before you met in this life. The angels reveal that you chose each other before incarnating, knowing that at some point you would meet to fulfill a greater mission. And now, this moment is about to be realized. This reunion will be marked by a deep exchange of feelings where both you and they will have the chance to express everything you have kept in your hearts. The angels are preparing the ground for this conversation to be a portal of healing and renewal. You will have the opportunity to leave behind all the hurts and uncertainties and rebuild something much stronger based on love, trust, and mutual understanding. Dear soul, the angels ask you to remain firm in your faith. What is to come is grand. The energies around both of you are aligning, creating a space where love can flourish without the barriers of the past. And when this happens, it will be as if time aligns for you, and everything that was lost will be restored. Now, more than ever, the angels remind you that everything you have experienced so far was a preparation for this moment. You are about to reap the fruits of the love you planted, and the universe is gifting you with the opportunity to live this love in a full and true way. But they also ask you to continue taking care of yourself, nurturing your soul, and preparing to embrace this new phase of your life with gratitude and joy. This person, like you, is about to take a leap of faith. They are recognizing that you are the love they have always sought, but that out of fear or insecurity, they could not see clearly before. Now this love is becoming undeniable, and the angels are guiding their thoughts and feelings so that they see everything with more clarity. The love you share is sacred, and now they are ready to live it fully. Dear soul, the angels ask you to be ready to embrace this new phase with open arms. This is the shocking reason why God put you in their path, so that both of you could experience the transformative power of true love. What is to come will be different from anything you have ever lived, because now you are ready. You are ready to build something that transcends time and space, something that was predestined from the beginning. The angels reveal that when you finally reunite, the love between you will be so strong and authentic that everything around will seem to align to facilitate this path. The universe is conspiring in favor of this reunion because it is not just about the two of you, but about something greater, something that involves the divine plan. The angels remind you that true love is rare, and when it appears, it needs to be embraced with gratitude and reverence. This love has been blessed by God, and you have the privilege of being part of this journey. Now, what you both need to do is trust the process, open your hearts, and allow yourselves to live this love in its entirety. Dear soul, how do you feel now that you have reached the end of this journey of revelations? The reunion is near, and the angels are by your side, guiding and protecting you every step of the way. This is the moment to prepare for something grand, something that will transform your life and the life of this person forever. If this message resonated with you in your situation, write in the comments, "I believe in the power of true love." Share your experiences in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.